First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, Chicago.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season he's dreamed about.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Chicago! Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds. The 34-yard line.
On the double.
Baker now throwing to start the drive. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Baker.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Here we go. Right, 97.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Throwing on first down. Baker. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Let's go.
2nd and 20.
Operating from the gun. Baker. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Right. Ready?
Here's Baker from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now a dump off here complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Play action. It's Fields.
Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
They'll run with Sanders. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
One play action. Fields.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. 10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Bears 14, Saints nothing. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the...
He's got a man complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans. Marquise Goodwin, 85 yards.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Now Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Saints are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ready. 6, mega.
Now Baker throwing on first down. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That's good for a Saints.
To throw is Baker on 1st and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Back to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Baker throwing on 4th down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Fields. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
On first down, Fields.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Baker now on first down.
There's Chris Olave.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope, that is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are back within a score.
Lutz with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now,
he's got a man complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
A gain of 45 yards. First down, Chicago.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
Touchdown, Bears! David Montgomery from 13 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Santos with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
The score, Bears 28, Saints 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep.
He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Saints. Marquise Goodwin, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. On first down, it's Fields. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 52 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Fields on first down. That's complete to Mooney. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 45-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rolling to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 45-yard punt and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
On the set.
Throwing to start the drive. Baker. Targeting Kamara, and Kamara's got it on the crossing route. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Fields. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right.
He's got a man, complete. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's a gain of 9.
Looking to throw on second down. Baker flushed it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I know one thing. The team that had...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Baker on third down. Olave over the middle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now Baker throwing on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bears will get the football back. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Fields going deep downfield for Ross. And got his man complete. Touchdown. John Ross, 82 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Bears 35, Saints 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Meanwhile, Fields' throw there, complete to Mooney.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
72 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Off play action, Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and
3. Here's Fields.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Baker. Flushed out right.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
To throw is Baker. Throwing again.
And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Baker. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Bears are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets... out shy of the 30 to the 29. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yards.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. On 2nd down and 4. Fields under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
It's caught by Sanders.
He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Sanders is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? The clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They'll try to run with Sanders. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This to perhaps salt this one away. Santos' kick is up and through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly.
He's got a man, complete. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go. Right, right. Ball's red.
Baker throwing on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jonathan Abram picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way?
He's got a man, complete. He's at the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his 1st ever NFL game.
And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Come on, set.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one, because they have not been particularly competitive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken, because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Saints 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Set. Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack.
Fields.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
3rd and long. It's Fields.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Striker, 3-3.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's...
And this is caught. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game.